Andover High School for CTN's live coverage of boys high school soccer. Tonight, a Northwest Suburban Conference matchup between the Andover Huskies and the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Joey on, Howie Shapiro up above the action. And Howie, two teams doing pretty well to start the season. And but the Cardinals coming off a major loss, not in a game, but in the way of an injury.
Yeah, Gail, and Tomway, their leading scorer and really leading identity for this squad is out for the season, and that's going to force this team to regroup. They had a nice start to the season, and we'll see how they react. This is an Andover team coming in that has not lost a game. They're 5-0-1. They're a good scoring team, sit atop the conference, and this is going to be a real test for Coon Rapids without their leader.
Well, and talking to Coach Mark Paco Marzalek, he said, this is a very tough team. They beat Blaine 3-1,
Yep.
and that score really doesn't speak to how much in control Andover was in that game. And, of course, Coon Rapids only lost this season, a 2-1 loss at the hands of Blaine in the season opener in overtime. But again, it's a big change. It changes everything when you take Tomway out of the mix for this Cardinal club. They do have Elmir Begic, just a freshman, but he's going to be their attack up front. Header toward the net, stopped up by the Cardinal defense, and now played out the far side. It'll be a goal kick for the Cardinals.
Well, if Coon Rapids going to stay with the Huskies, I mean, it'll be a confidence builder for them. You know, they're coming in and they're all dejected with the loss of Tomway. And no doubt he's such a good player and a great goal scorer. And when he isn't scoring goals, he opens up opportunities for other players. So they're going to have to find ways to replace that. And I think that Mir Begic coming in as a freshman, getting the start up front, they're looking for him for a little leadership, a little scoring ability.
Looking at the girls' roster, it's not going to help me.
No, it's not going to help you. It's the boys right now.
Okay.
There, you got your.
All right. Now I moved it over. We're good. We're good. Andy Rowland on the far side for the Huskies. Sending it to the middle for Drew Probst. Got some help in there from Coronado Hector. And it's played out the far side. Throw in for the Huskies.
Head coach John Schlickman. Didn't get a chance to talk to Coach Schlickman. We had played telephone tag a few times, and unfortunately didn't get to connect with him. But he's. If I were him, I'd say we were having a pretty good season. But I'm not, so I can't really speak for him.
Yeah, he's got to feel pretty good. A 5-0-1 start. This is Achi on the run, coming up to challenge and force him wide was Aaron Nivola. Cardinals will have a free kick, and it's from a ways out, but it's still a spot where they can be dangerous. Lynch will take it. He's just going to tap it on the pass to Radwan Alwanen. Crosses to the middle. It's headed away by the Andover defense. Teagarden able to get it back to Lynch. And then turned over, and the Huskies able to clear it back out near midfield. Here's Lynch with it. Near side for Jeshua Teagarden. And now Pasker. Figueroa back to Pasker. Trying to get it back to Figueroa. And now we'll get it across to Alwanen with a little bit more space. Into the corner, and Andover able to clear it at least back as far as Alwanen. Alwanen battling with Frent on the far side. A foul called against Coon Rapids.
Now Blaine. Andover's looking to get the pressure on early against Coon Rapids. They have the home field advantage here, and they know they'd like to get to the other lead and put the pressure squarely on the shoulders of the Cardinals.
Well, early on, and we're very early. Coon Rapids a slight advantage as far as possession position. They've been able to possess the ball a little bit more in the offensive end than has Andover, but very, very early in the contest at this point. Alex Figueroa, far side, Teagarden on the run, accepts it, looks to cut back inside. Good job by Cade Williams coming back to break it up. Figueroa there to steal it back for the Cardinals. Teagarden stops up the clear attempt. Out near midfield, it was Mosier stopping it up momentarily. Coon Rapids with numbers. Aaron Bauer steps in and pushes the ball forward. Huskies able to turn it back around. Far side, it'll roll out in front of Awanin. It'll be a throw in for the Cardinals.
Both teams testing each other a little bit here early on.
Long shot is well wide. And a goal kick for the Cardinals.
Yeah, in the girls' game, we saw Andover control the action in the Cardinal end. Andover, and here in the boys' game, Andover trying to do the same.
Huskies able to control a little bit and possess it, build it to the offensive end, but broken up by Bauer. They'll work back to the back line here. Just across midfield for the Huskies. He's got a little bit of room. Working it left side. Hector trying to cross out front. Swinging miss by Rowland. Here's a shot, and that's just wide. And another goal kick.
A nice pass inside, and he did push that a little bit wide, but a nice movement by the Huskies to get that open look. So look at the movement across, and then he just shot it wide.
Cade Williams not quite getting the angle he wanted. Well, and more than ever now, the Cardinals really have to be a little stiffer on defense. They have to consider without Ntambwe up front, their offensive presence is going to be a little less. They're going to have to look to win games 1-0 and 2-1.
Well, they're going to have to rally around each other too, and again, maybe a couple of guys that contribute and try and pick up some of that slack with the loss of Ntambwe. Nonetheless, it won't be an easy task to replace him.
Had 6 points on the year already, 3 goals, 3 assists. And he's a player that has drawn attention from the teams around the conference since his freshman year.
Absolutely.
And now as a junior, really, you could see it every time I saw highlights or game footage. You saw the speed and the talent up top, and that had to be respected by opponents. Now the question is who can step in and maybe it's not just one, but as you talked about the unity stepping up as a unit to fill that gap and try and keep this team on the course they're currently headed. 3 wins in their last 4 games, 3-0-1 since the opening loss against Blaine. And they've got a couple more in front of them that are games that they have a legitimate shot. Elk River on Thursday, Champlin next week, both at home.
And then
Champlin, of course. Champlin's end of this week, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually it's Saturday.
Because we see them against Anoka on Tuesday.
Yeah, actually, the next 4 games for the Cardinals are all at home. And then they follow up the last 5 of the season are on the road.
That's a tough schedule.
That's tough. Yeah, they're at Osseo, at Spring Lake Park, at Totino, then at Centennial, and they close the season on the 8th at Forest Lake. So they're trying to get a little home cooking in between this road game in Andover and the next 4 contests.
And what a huge confidence boost it would be for them to come out here and maybe get a win against another very good team at the top of the conference. Even without Ntambwe, they get a win here and then go home for that
Correct.
4-game homestand would be huge. I think either way, the homestand is coming at a good time for a team that is going to be looking to, as we talked about, to really find a different identity than the one they expected to have leading them the whole way.
Well, and in this contest too, they come in knowing that if they just can keep it close, they have an opportunity.
Shot in close, not a lot on it. Easy save for Volker. Well, and there's still a number of talented players in red out there.
Yep. No question.
And it's just a matter of can they combine and replace their leader up top. And they will be tested every time they take the field. Pasker getting a little talking to, but card stays in the pocket of Mr. Official after the slide tackle.
Well, and Pasker's another one of those players that the Cardinals are looking to pick up some of the slack with the loss of Galen, and he's been doing a nice job too in the last couple of games. So they're looking for, as we both touched on, a couple of different players to kind of lead the way.
Tried to loft that one to the back post, and it was cut off by Volker. He rolls it ahead to Teagarden, and here's Achi running down the left sideline. Achi with speed, trying to get around the corner, avoids the slide tackle. Tried to poke it back to Figueroa. That's broken up and cleared out of danger by the Andover defense. Nice job by the trainer.
Yeah.
Getting that ball back.
She's all over it. She's all over it.
Teagarden's throw in, headed away by the Andover defense. Gutenberg, long pass, headed away by Elwanen. Stopped up by Roloff. Pushed too far, and Bauer will turn it around. Huskies regrouping on their last line of defense. Down the left sideline, trying to get Roland on the run. Least draws a foul and a free kick for the Huskies. Shot right in, punched away by Volker. It will be an Andover throw in.
Andover tried to, again, control the action down here in the Cardinal zone. Looking for that first goal of the night.
Headed away by Pasker. Figueroa turns with it. Trying to lead Begich with a little bit of space, put a little too much on it. Elwanen will turn it around for the Cardinals. Back to Figueroa. Pressure there by Roloff, but plays it up the sidelines. Elwanen's pressure forces Andover to play it out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal throw-in.
Matthew Winchen in for Coon Rapids.
Pasker controls near midfield to Teagarden. That one's going to spin away from Mosier out of bounds, right in front of the Andover bench. Off ahead and right to Volker, and in the middle of a crowd, he'll secure it. Near side, Probst trying to get around Teagarden. Cuts back inside, got to the ball. Teagarden now controls. And we'll send it back up the sideline. Controlled there by Giles. And knocked out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in.
Pasker that time stepped in front and knocked it out of bounds. Get the Cardinal defense set again.
Mosier was taken down, and the whistle did blow. It'll be an Andover penalty. The Huskies fans didn't agree.
They did not. They didn't think that that was the right call. Surprise.
Gutenberg had it taken away by Figueroa. Pasker now trying to get around the corner on Roloff. Has it near midfield. It's all Wannen. Back to Pasker. Quickly stolen away by Gutenberg. Long pass too far, and coming out to slide on top of it is Volker.
Yeah, Volker doing a nice job of being aggressive and coming out to meet that ball, making sure that Giles, who was on the run, didn't have an opportunity to get a shot on goal.
Pasker traps near midfield, trying to hand off to Figueroa. Here's Figueroa with it now. Pushes it ahead. That's stopped up and turned around by the Huskies. And they work it up the far side. Giles trying to tap it, didn't get the angle he wanted. Bauer will clear it back to the near sideline. Only one there is Probst. Or Gutenberg, rather. There's Probst. Tried to get it back to Gutenberg. It's off of Teagarden out of bounds. It's a throw in for Andover.
Mark up, let's go.
Mitch Zandarowski coming in, giving Figueroa a bit of a breather. Got to tie the shoe there as Paco talking to one of his captains. Header directed away from the net, stopped up there by Elijah Frent. Still bouncing around in a dangerous area. Pasker got a header on it, now cleared away out of bounds by Witchland.
Yeah, Witchland just gets it out of bounds to try and get him to regroup. But Andover putting a little pressure in on the Cardinals.
Fine, Mark.
Diving save made on the great redirect. Great opportunity, and it called for a big save, and Volker comes up with it.
Yeah, Volker able to just to dive to his left to get a piece of that ball, make sure he held on to it.
Bauer settling. Back near side for Mosier. Ahead for Pasker. Pasker turns and plays it ahead. Teagarden trying to run onto it, but it'll be cleared away in front of him by Aaron Navala. Hector touching it back to Gutenberg. Long ball out onto the Cardinal side, headed down by Bauer. Run onto by Probst. Cardinals able to recover quickly. Gutenberg now with the steal. Trying to get it in for Giles, and here's Giles with a chance, and that is not the shot he wanted.
Definitely not. Way wide. And he had a good opportunity to use a little burst of speed to get around the defense, but just couldn't control. Look at the plenty of room behind. And again, just mishit.
So Coon Rapids back near midfield. Pushing it into the Huskies end. High just turns it around. Here's Pasker with it. Leaving it for Begich. Back for Lynch. Pasker trying to flip it over the top. Hector with it for Andover. Can't get past Elwanted. Back it comes, played up the middle. Bauer turns it around. Chartier trying to do some fancy footwork on the far side, but at least retains possession for his Huskies team.
Cardinal not able to get anything offensively on that opportunity. They had Achi, but he just couldn't. He couldn't sprint past the defender to get to the ball.
Well, Coon Rapids really has not had any looks at the net. No shots attempted to this point. They've had some possession down there, but nothing that is everything kept to the outside. Nothing in a position where they could have a legitimate scoring chance. Huskies.
So far,
probably
Champlain Park, Maple Grove, and Blaine.
There's a couple other teams in the conference. I haven't called them.
Madimba in for Coon Rapids.
I was going to say Andover with 3 shots on goal, and really 2 of those at least really, I'd say 2 or 3 really good scoring chances. A couple have gone wide as well. But they have definitely spent more quality time in the Cardinal end. But by the same token, the Cardinals' defense has done pretty well at quickly transitioning and getting the ball at least back out near midfield with some control.
Yeah, they have.
Not just clearing it away,
right,
hoping that there's a red jersey somewhere nearby, but doing so with a plan. And again, moving it at least as far as midfield quickly so that they haven't allowed Andover to get real comfortable possessing in the offensive end. That whistle will favor Andover. They'll have a free kick from just their side of midfield as Gutenberg's tripped up a little bit.
Here's Coach Paco.
On the mark, let's go.
It's, I think that for the most part has to be pleased with his team's effort here in the first half. You'd like to obviously get some offensive production, but the fact that they've been playing well on defense and keeping opportunities away from the Huskies is important.
Bauer got ahead on it, but not able to get it further away from the net. Settled a little bit. Teagarden tried to clear. Bauer will play it to the corner. And now moved ahead. It bounces away from Madimba. Awanan will play it out. He argues it went off of the attacker, but that's not the decision of the official. Pasker able to turn that one away from the net. Long race for it, and Gutenberg will let it trickle out of bounds.
And then Huskies trying to put some sort of offense together here because they've had more opportunities than Coon Rapids certainly has, but they haven't been able to make anything count up to this point.
Throw in right to the center of the net. Ball comes loose. Probst will play it back for Nervala. This is Hyges trying to get it back to Nervala again. Spinning kick for Giles, not the kick he wanted on that one either.
Nope. Far wide and out the back end. He's a goal kick for the Cardinals. Alex Figueroa back in for Coon Rapids.
Yeah, you knew he wouldn't be on the sideline very long. Really quality player in the midfield for the Cardinals. Wins a lot of balls. Really moves the offense effectively. Smart player. Pasker heads it down for Madimba. And then the pass out in front of Achi, and good foot race by the keeper coming out to keep it away.
Yeah, again, good job just getting out there and making sure that Cardinals weren't going to get an opportunity.
Shot in and the save made by the Andover keeper. Did he say that's Kyle Jacob back there? One of the three goaltenders listed? As we did not receive.
We did not.
Shh,
don't tell anybody, though.
If so, that would be the son of former Cardinal coach Jason Jacob, I believe.
Yeah.
If that is indeed Kyle Jacob. We spoke with Jason a bit before the show.
We did.
Of course, runs adrenaline there along Highway 10, and being forced to move early next year, and looking at moving the operation out to Ramsey. And we certainly wish him the best. A good friend to CTN during his time as Cardinal head coach, and just a good guy all around. And definitely wish him the best in that endeavor.
With that, absolutely, it's been a successful program there for him, and he'll continue to make it grow.
Mosier to the near side, trying to move it ahead. Stopped up by Cade Williams. Williams cuts back against Begich. Begich can't get it past Probst. And now Roland has it stripped, but Probst tackles it right back. And here Williams finding a little bit of space, but a lot of red jerseys in there. Back to Probst's shot, and that's going to spin wide and out the end line.
Again, marking tightly, the defense just not able to get a good quality shot off. Are the Huskies as we hit the 11-minute mark remaining in this first half. No score. You see it again, just trying to get that shot on goal, but it's way wide.
This one played out the far side. Cardinal throw in near midfield. Approaching 10 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Nobody's scored. Andover, a little bit of a better looks.
Yes.
They've had
more advantage.
the advantage.
Yep.
A little bit as far as possession time, etc. But the most important scorer, there is none. Rowland tracking it down in the corner, chased by Pasker, able to cut back across, leaves it for Probst, pressured by Rowland, gets it, or by Begich, got it to Roloff, who had it stolen away by Figueroa. Figueroa's pass stopped up, he's able to cut back, slide, and almost recover it. Probst coughed it up to Lynch. Pasker now ahead to Begich. Begich trying to weave through a couple of Andover players and beat two, couldn't get past the third. And the Huskies regroup along the near sideline. Probst toward the middle, scoops away from Gutenberg out the end line. Another goal kick for Coon Rapids. Number 7 here in the first half.
Well, like the girls had in the first game, 11 goal kicks in their first half. A lot of action down in the Cardinal end.
Lynch back to Mosier. Figueroa along the sideline for Begich. He'll turn and send it along for Achi, but it spins out of bounds. Gutenberg settles, turns, knocked away out of bounds by Mosier. Header and a goal, and a beautiful throw into the header to start the scoring. Logan Roloff getting up above the crowd and angling it to the back of the net.
Yeah, so the pressure that Andover's applied in this first half finally paid off as they were able to get the first tally of the evening. 8:02 remaining in the half. That's Logan Roloff, as we talked about it. First goal of the night. Goes to the Huskies. Watch the throw in, beautiful. And then nice timing on the header. Gets it past Volker. And the Huskies draw first blood.
Yeah, perfectly placed throw in by Nervala. A great redirect on the header by Roloff. And the Huskies have a 1-0 lead. Goal coming in the 32nd minute.
Mark up, let's go.
Nervala does get some distance on those throws, doesn't he? This one headed to the backside, and a boot by Aaron Nervala goes wide. Begich lost the handle out the near side. Nervala's throw headed right back out by Lynch.
Well, the Huskies looked out to pressure again down in the Cardinal end.
Find the man, let's go. Who's on 6? Oh!
Achi settles, leaves it for Pasker on the run. Cardinals with the numbers attacking the back line, but a great job stopping it up by Quallen.
Yeah, Quallen did a nice job of just stepping in front of the pass and alleviating the pressure.
There's an opportunity and a goal. A little miscommunication on the back end by the Cardinals. Probst buried his chance, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, he made him pay for that miscommunication. So you're going to see it just, again, a nice goal. Drew Probst able to bury the one in the back corner. And again, you see the miscommunication. It's like he stopped going for the ball, and Probst made him pay as he pushes it to the far corner past Volker for the second goal of the night. And the Huskies take a 2-0 lead.
So after 32 minutes of scoreless soccer, 2 goals just over 90 seconds apart. And Coon Rapids now with their back against the wall have to find a way to get more possession time and put some pressure on the Andover goal. Begic lost it out the near side.
Hey, who's upset?
Bouncing around in a dangerous territory. Whistle blew, infraction against the Huskies. The Cardinals will get a free kick. You get a lot of free kicks in this game. You get no free throws.
No free throws. And usually nothing in life is free, but free kicks are. And free throws are as well.
Hector stops it up near midfield for Andover. His pass knocked away by Pasker. Settled and turned by the Cardinals. Begic leaves it there, and Medimba can't get around the corner. Played to the far side. Hector on the run. Can't keep it in bounds. Cardinals quickly throw it back in.
Let's go.
Cut off, sent back out of bounds by Hedges.
Cardinals are just looking to put something together in the offensive end if they can. As you mentioned, you mentioned earlier, not really any opportunities for Coon Rapids with good looks at the goal.
One shot attempted. It was on goal.
It was on goal. Yep.
Some back and forth play along the far sideline as we tick toward 3 minutes remaining in the opening half. Andover a 2-0 lead on goals by Logan Roloff and Drew Probst, coming just over 90 seconds apart.
Yeah, they're able to build themselves a little comfortable little lead here within a short period of time.
Building the attack again. Bauer able to use the body to break it up. Take Gutenberg to the turf, but not draw a whistle.
Find the mark right now. Let's go. Hey, check you. 27.
Aaron Navala the throw in. Gutenberg heads it to the middle. Awanan had a touch. Pasker sends it back out of the reach of Medimba, and turned around quickly by Hedges. Bauer's clear, taken away by Hector. Back to Hedges. And Navala. This is Max Navala. Touch toward the middle by Gutenberg, but Cardinals there to take it back away. Lynch trying to get it to Bauer. Poked ahead by Elwanen. And kind of got Zandarowski turned around a little bit. Andover playing it in. Another good opportunity. And got just up under the shot and sent it up and over. One minute remaining in this opening half. Huskies a 2-0 lead. Ethan Mosier with it for Coon Rapids. Pushing it ahead, turned around by Max Nervala. Foul call just on the Cardinal side of midfield. Aaron Nervala will handle the free kick.
Who's on 27?
Good long boot. Good job by Volker to get into the middle of that scrum and punch it away.
Yeah, you have to time that correctly, but yeah, he's done that twice here in this first half. Been able to beat a offensive player to the ball and punch it away.
Foul called. It'll be a Coon Rapids kick, but it'll pretty much do it for the first half. We played 32 minutes without a score, then a couple of quick ones back-to-back for the Huskies have them in control. They'll go to the break with a 2-0 lead. We'll be back with first half stats and highlights after this. You're watching Boys High School Hockey live on CTF.
You wouldn't let money just blow out of your house. So when your AC or heater is on, make sure the doors, windows, and fireplace flue are shut tight. If you're headed out, turn down the AC or lower the heat by 10 degrees. And always keep your water heater set at 120. A little bit of common sense goes a long way. Get more great tips at energysaver.gov.
Hey Rover, come on over to the Coon Rapids Love My Pet Fair coming up on Sunday, September 25th. There's lots of fun things to see and do. There'll be a costume contest for pets, dog training demonstrations, paw art, even a pet parade for you and your pet to take part in. Meet local vendors who have products and services that can help you and your pet. It's the Coon Rapids Love My Pet Fair, Sunday, September 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverview Park in Coon Rapids. See you there.
Did you know that fluorescent bulbs like this must be recycled? These energy-saving bulbs are becoming the norm in the marketplace, but many people don't know they contain mercury, a toxic chemical that can seep into the air if the bulb is broken. All of these bulbs must be recycled, and it's easy to drop them off at the Coon Rapids Recycling Center. Local retailers will often recycle these bulbs as well, but no matter what, do not throw them away. They are considered a hazardous material to our environment. Recycling, made easy for you, right here in Coon Rapids.
It's a beautiful day out here, sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it, let's go.
Kids will spend 8 minutes decorating their little brother.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
Extra DWI enforcement is now being served on Minnesota roads. Don't be what you drink.
You sure you don't want some? It's chamomile. Listen, you are extremely terrifying. Just the scariest undead subhuman thing on TV, and I really mean that. But I am worried that you could give my kids nightmares if they see you, so I'm gonna have to block you. So that's it. Oh, and tell the zombies they're blocked too.
The Coon Rapids Recycling Center can help you recycle all of your old appliances and electronics. From your old refrigerator to washers and dryers, we can help you recycle your appliances and keep them out of the waste stream, which is required by state law. When it comes to electronics, some fees may apply. Check our website for more details. The Coon Rapids Recycling Center, helping you recycle even more.
Hey Rover, come on over to the Coon Rapids Love My Pet Fair coming up on Sunday, September 25th. There's lots of fun things to see and do. There'll be a costume contest for pets, dog training demonstrations, paw art, even a pet parade for you and your pet to take part in. Meet local vendors who have products and services that can help you and your pet. It's the Coon Rapids Love My Pet Fair, Sunday, September 25th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Riverview Park in Coon Rapids. See you there.
Back at Andover High School, the Huskies a 2-0 lead as we reach the halftime of this boys soccer contest. And a nice job by the Huskies of keeping the pressure at the Cardinal end. Not what I would say, what I would call dominant.
Nope.
But definitely a nice job of controlling more of the action, keeping the ball down there for much of that first half, getting a couple of good chances. And then late in the game, finally burying a couple. Cardinals' only shot of the game was right there. And James Sanders had to scramble a little bit to make the save, but he was able to do so. And then off of a long throw-in, great header by Logan Roloff. Started the scoring, and then just over 90 seconds later, long cross gets past the defender. And no one there to stop Drew Probst as he buries it to make it 2-0.
Well, the Huskies created opportunities for themselves, and they finally were able to pay off late in that first half as they were able to tally those 2 goals. But you look at the attempts, nothing really offensively for Coon Rapids, just the 1-shot attempt on goal. 12 shots attempted by the Huskies, 6 of them on net, and 2 of them finding the back of that net. So the Huskies with a nice little lead, 2-0, as we, Joe, we're going to head to the second half and see if the Cardinals can rebound.
See if the Cardinals are able to get a little more offensive pressure through the second half. A beautiful night, a little bit chilly. It feels like fall at the pitch. Second half from Andover coming up next on CTN.
Mom, can we get some ice cream? Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
My life is full of statistics. Thing is, I could have dropped out of school and become one myself, but I didn't because I had people that believed in me. Here's another statistic. 7,000 students drop out every school day. That's 1 every 26 seconds. It's time that students know that we believe in them.
Inspire a student and share your message of support at boostup.org. Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're gonna be hanging out a little bit more.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Cook foods to the right temperature using a food thermometer. 3,000 Americans will die from food poisoning this year. Keep your family safer. Check your steps at foodsafety.gov.
Thank you for calling your GED Pep Talk Center. All right, now, are you ready for your GED Pep Talk?
Being nervous is okay. It just shows that you're serious about getting your diploma.
A lot of things are scary. Heck, I'm scared of clowns.
No quiero ir. Danny, no lo puedo hacer.
DMC, life in your pep talk style.
Just keeping it real, Debs. Just keeping it real.
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted.
Back at Andover High School, a Huskies a 2-0 lead as we get ready to start the second half here. Coon Rapids will get the opening possession, but the big key will they be able to move it to the Andover end and have any time to set up and really get any rhythm going offensively? They have not been able to do that as of yet. They've had the ball down there, but have not been able to generate any real good scoring opportunities. You know, guys with a little bit of space from a good spot. Andover just doing a really nice job of keeping them closely checked and toward the outside.
Well, yeah, and I think the Cardinals want to get back to this contest. They want to try and see if they can get on the board relatively early here in the second half. Put a little pressure on Andover. You know, as you mentioned, trying to get some looks offensively. They haven't been able to generate really anything on the offensive end in this first half. So, you know, just down 2-0. They have an opportunity. If they can score first to cut the lead in half, you know, they can put a little pressure back on the Andover side.
Well, much like the girls' game before, Andover controlled much of the action. I don't think the boys have had as much control as the girls did in their contest. But Coon Rapids needs to, as you talked about, they needed something to turn the tide and really start getting some confidence in some possessions and generating good scoring chances.
No question.
Lynch touches it off to Pasker, near side for Elwanen. Elwanen will get it back from Begich and then tap it along the sideline, trying to lead him into the corner, but a little too much on it, and it ends up out of bounds. Headed right back out of bounds. Another throw in for Navala. Hector will play that out off of the Cardinal defender. Another throw in for Aaron Navala. Sent right back out of bounds.
Well, this is where the Huskies were excelling in that first half as they get that pressure down in the Cardinal end, and certainly those throw-ins have been so effective. Not that one.
A little too much on that one, and Volker just came out and swallowed it up. Long outlet throw. Lynch moving it ahead. Figueroa touching back for Pasker. Pasker's pass broken up. Turned around by the Huskies. And nearly able to spring Rowland in on a breakaway, but not quite the right angle. And Volker's going to come out and scoop that one up so he can punt it away. Figueroa's pass deflected, ends up out of bounds off the Cardinals. And it'll be a throw-in for the Huskies right in front of their own bench. And now the Cardinals will have a throw-in in front of their own bench. Bauer able to body Hector off the ball. Get it back for Begich. Begich had it tapped away by Rowland. Rowland leaves it off for Gutenberg, and Begich slid over and took it away, but it's out of bounds off the Cardinals. And a throw in from deep in the attacking end. And we saw this in the first half. Their first goal came off of a great throw in by Max Navala. A little deeper than he was here, but he gets some good power on it, good direction, and this one's still bouncing around in a dangerous spot. Volker fights his way through some bodies and finally covers it up.
Yeah, again, being very aggressive coming out of the net. Tried to punch the ball away at first, just couldn't make contact with it, and decided, I'm just going to mow people down and go grab it. And he did.
Pasker settles, trying to find Teagarden along the far side. It skipped past Max Navala out of bounds, and another throw in. Decent movement near midfield, but that pass a little too long. Read by Awan, and he steps in to break it up. Gutenberg comes up with a steal right back for the Huskies. That one will go out of bounds off the Cardinals. Mosier with it on the run for Coon Rapids. Figueroa had it skip away from him and quickly turned around by Rowland. Excuse me, that was Aaron Navala, and he tripped him up, but no whistle. Awanen trying to keep it in along the sidelines.
Yeah, just couldn't do it.
It's not easy to do, to tap it along the sidelines and then sidestep a defender that's crashing at you. But a little bit of a trip there as Cade Williams got upended. Aaron Navala with the kick. Pasker sends it right back at him. Hachi was over to challenge a bit. Played to the corner and end up out the end line. It's off of Coon Rapids. A corner kick coming up. First corner kick of the game for either team.
6 on 12.
Andy Rowland's going to take the corner kick for the Huskies. We'll see what they can do, try and push that ball inside.
Goes short post, broken up by Teagarden. Ball still loose. Played near side. Gutenberg trying to go back to the far side upper corner and just spun wide and gone. It's their first shot attempt of the second half, though.
We're just about 8 minutes in.
Played ahead, rolling a chance, and he misses wide. Another goal kick.
Yeah, good opportunity for the Huskies there. Just push that one wide of the net. But another good opportunity for Andover to try and extend their lead.
Gutenberg turning it right back toward the Cardinal net. Working his way right side. Tapped away out the end line. Another corner kick coming up. And all of a sudden, that pressure is building.
Yeah, they definitely building that pressure inside.
Let's go. Mark up. Hey, with 6, 6, 6. Oh.
Cardinals able to get that and push it away from the net. Shot. And Volker got a piece of it. It'll be another corner. I'm not sure that he needed to touch that.
No.
It might have been going wide already.
I think it was.
Mark off!
Yeah, it's definitely going wide.
Hard to tell.
It is, but
you can't. As a goalie, you've got to make sure.
No question.
Header is wide and out the near side. Another goal kick coming up. Begich looking for some help in the middle and gets it to Mosier. Teagarden sends it toward the middle. Begich had a piece of it with his body, but comes loose to Andover, and they clear back out near midfield. Gutenberg touches it ahead. Bauer trying to track it down and keep it in bounds, and he didn't, but
a ball went out. Cardinal ball.
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought they called it Cardinal. Okay.
No. It was Begich, or Bauer rather, didn't keep it in.
Well, I heard somebody say other way, so that's my.
It took a while because originally the flag went in the Cardinals' direction, and we got it all straightened out. 10 minutes into this second half, Andover still with a 2-0 lead over the over the Coon Rapids Cardinals. Andover doesn't get to lead themselves.
Well, unless there is an inter-squad scrimmage.
Which this is not.
Well, I said if there was. That would be the only case that I could think of.
Right.
Where Andover could beat Andover.
But in this instance, I did not mean to say Andover twice.
I understand.
Which was my point. Little stutter step by Hygis to get some space, but then his pass had a little too much on it. Down the near sideline, trying to spring Williams. Figueroa back in the middle. Leaves it for Lynch. Near side, Alwanen back for Begich. Begich ahead for Alwanen, racing to the corner. And he's going to be bumped off it, but it's out the end line. Corner kick, Coon Rapids.
Let's see if the Cardinals can direct something in net here with their corner kick opportunity.
Lynch to handle it. Headed away by Max Navala. And booted long downfield. Long run for Aaron Bauer. He'll play it back to Volker. Volker a little too much on it. Mosier couldn't get to it. Here's Gutenberg. He'll take the shot and the save made. Begich moves it ahead. Pasker gets it back from Achi. Tried to get it back to Achi, and it rebounded away and cleared to the Cardinals' defensive line. Bauer was there and now spins out of bounds off the foot of Williams. Cardinal throw it. Williams stopped up. Or Roland rather stopped up and had some time. I think he was a little surprised at how much space he had all of a sudden. Awanen will get it back from Bauer off the throw-in. Head for Begich. Now Awanen trying to get through a couple of defenders. This one broken up, sent back for Gutenberg. He's bumped off it by Bauer, and now here's Pasker. Long play ahead, and the Cardinals are in offside. Trying to spring Evan Gibson down the left side.
Yeah, that may have been the best opportunity of the match so far for Coon Rapids. Unfortunately, offsides on the play.
Find your mark. First two ball. Let's go. You gotta win it out of the air. Right on seven. Somebody seven.
Aaron Navala puts a good boot into it. It skips off ahead and in on Volker, and he'll punt it away. Foul called against the Huskies. Awanen leaving it for Figueroa. Tipped off of his foot. Pasker able to regain control momentarily. Lynch tried to spin but had it stripped from him. On the run is Gutenberg, and he punches it to the corner. Long run for Probst. Mosier gets there, and Probst must have sent it out of bounds before he got there, because it'll be a Cardinal throw-in. Or they're calling Probst for the foul. So it'll be a free kick from there. Begich across midfield. Left it there for Figueroa. He's challenged, has it taken away by Hector. Pasker back to help and support. Comes away with the ball. Back for Lynch. Leaves it off for Figueroa. He spins back to the near side. Moves it to Awanen. Awanen back to the center of the pitch. Tried to get it in for Achi, who was breaking to the net.
Yeah, good thought, trying to get break Achi in. But nice play by the defense. Clear the ball away.
Teagarden the throw in. As Logan Roloff getting up to get the header on it. He's apparently the header specialist for the Huskies, offensively and defensively. Yep. Pasker plays it back to Teagarden. Long shot in. And Sanders in position for the save. Left-footed punt out near midfield. Stopped up by Pasker, but quickly turned around by Roloff. Back near side, Hector. Can't find room around the corner. Feeds it back in. Gutenberg. It's headed down by Mosier, and Volker had to go back to his right. Begich pushes it up the line. Turned around by Frent. Back out of bounds to the Cardinals. A Wanen's toss, trying to get it to Achi, gets headed right back to him. And Hector can't keep it in. Pasker's pass picked off. And Gutenberg works his way downfield until being stopped up by Teagarden. Teagarden again. Turned around, and then the shot by Pasker is deflected back out near midfield. Mosier. Pass is knocked down. Turning with it is Probst. Roland will get it back on the far side. Back to Nervala. Served it into the middle, stopped up by Bauer. Pass across for Begich. Begich pressured from behind. His pass blocked up by Frent. And Frent can't keep it in along the near sideline.
Again, now we're a little more than halfway through this second half, 2-0 in favor of Andover, and Cardinals still really looking for some sort of our offensive spark.
Credit to Andover. They've played very well defensively, not allowing the Cardinals many good opportunities. Just 2 shots on goal, 2 shots attempted. Because when they have had the ball in the Andover end, the Huskies have really kept them to the outside and broken up that one critical pass toward the middle.
Yep.
And Andover really hasn't had much of an offensive presence here in the second half. They've been down there a little bit. They've put a couple of shots on goal, but nothing that was real dangerous. But in all reality, they don't need an offensive presence if they can continue to play solid on defense. Aaron Navala to boot this one away. Headed away by Pasker. Stepping up to stop it up was Hedges. And now Roland with it. Moves it back for Gutenberg. Gutenberg trying to loft it into Probst, and Probst runs into the goalkeeper. He was offside.
And that's a mismatch.
Yeah,
Volker's the bigger player.
He lost that battle.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he went down like a shot.
Well, because his head was turned. That's in hockey. That's the suicide pass.
Yeah.
That's the pass you give your teammate that took the last slice of apple pie.
Exactly.
Sanders booting it away. They hit hard. Figueroa coming back to check on Gutenberg, who kicked him right in the shin as he went by, and definitely feel that in the toe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was pretty much toe to toe. Looks like Gutenberg's toe was on the bottom of Figueroa's foot. Either way, Gutenberg felt that one.
He did, no question.
In a great show of sportsmanship from Alex Figueroa, he immediately turned around and said, "Whoa, are you okay?" And called to the official, alerting the official that he may be injured a little bit. Begich running down the right wing, trying to find his way around the corner there. Stopped up by Elijah Frent. Frent gets some help. It's played back to Figueroa. Figueroa toward the middle, leaves it there for Lynch. Lynch finds a little bit of room and angles that one out way wide on the far side. I think he was expecting someone crashing on the back post. Be the first goalie kick of the game for the Huskies.
Again, that it may have been one of the few good looks that Coon Rapids has had at a look at net.
Aaron Navala will handle the goal kick, and he puts more than half a field underneath it before it comes down. Begich trying to get through a little bit of traffic for Coon Rapids. Stopped up by Roland. Roland, nice footwork. Moves it back now for Quaylen. I'll want and run over a little bit. It'll be called a free kick. Teagarden on the far side has a little more room to work with. Pasker plays it back. Lynch to Bauer. Back to Alwanen near side. Begich able to spin along the near sideline, stop up, find a little bit of room, looking for some help. Found a passing lane, but nobody on the receiving end. Booted away by Max Navala. Be a Cardinal throw in deep down their own sideline.
The Cardinals just really still not able to generate anything down in the Andover end. I mean, neither team has really had any looks for the most part this second half. Neither team has scored here in the second half as well.
Mosier into the middle for Aaron Bauer. Near side for Alwanen. Begich. Tried to chip it, broken up by Rowland. Achi back to challenge. Rowland will play it back to his defender. High just leaves it for Aaron Navala, and he clears it into the far corner. A long run for Giles, and he's met there by Mosier, who's able to turn it around for Coon Rapids. Into the middle, they play it to the near side. Stepping over it is Chartier. Back to Quaylen, who plays it to the middle. Cardinals defense able to clear it right back out. Figueroa. Far side for Lynch. Plays it back for Teagarden. Into the middle, a redirect by Pasker. It is just wide. And that is definitely the best scoring chance of the evening for Coon Rapids.
No question.
It took 48 minutes. But that was a pretty good scoring chance that just went wide off the foot of Dennis Pasker.
Yeah, you know, again, just a nice kick there. And look at Pasker behind the defense. Just can't redirect that to the far side of the goal, which I know he was aiming for, but just couldn't get anything on it. But definitely a scoring chance nonetheless for the Cardinals.
Begich able to tap that away from the attacking Husky player. Get it out of bounds. Bauer, rather, excuse me. It's out off of Begich. Wanted stepped in to break up the pass on the throw-in. Begich battling with Rowland. Rowland went to the turf, but no call. Huskies able to come away with the ball. Teagarden stops it up there. Pasker had a touch. Figueroa for Lynch. Lynch back to Pasker, who has a little bit of room, but pressured from behind and taken away by Gutenberg. Back to the near side, cross out front, a header and a goal. And that one was pretty, and that was Logan Roloff again on the header, his second header goal of the game.
Yeah, and it's a perfect placement for Roloff to head that goal in. And
yeah, Chartier, a great pass.
Yep, nice play. And watch the pass coming up here. It's about as perfect as you can get it, and Roloff coming into your picture. The header past Volker, over the head, into the far corner. And the Huskies now lead 3-0 with under 10 minutes remaining. As you mentioned, Logan Roloff's second goal, both on the header. A nice play to set it up.
It's using your head.
It's using your noggin.
So that may have sealed it.
Very well could have.
Just under 10 minutes remaining now, and Cardinals have had one really good scoring chance, so to come away with 3 goals in 10 minutes would be impressive, to say the least. I'm not saying it can't be done, but that is a monumental task now.
Yes.
With the lead having grown to 3. Cross to the middle is headed away by Roloff. What a shock. He likes to use this. So why?
He does.
You know, it's soccer. Most players like to play with their feet.
He likes to play with his head.
He's. Wonder if he's a Scott Sterling fan. Cross to the middle. Shot from a ways out, but well high by Pasker. It's 3 points on Friday night.
Not tonight.
But tonight it's worth 0. It's a goal kick. The younger members of our audience may have picked up on the Scott Sterling reference. I guess Shapiro didn't get it.
I have no clue who he is.
I would only know about it because I have a 14-year-old son, and I have watched the Scott Sterling videos, and I encourage you to go ahead and look him up.
I'll look him up.
He's a YouTube star, and they are pretty funny. And he's Scott Sterling plays soccer and volleyball, and I don't know that there are others, but they're worth the watch. They're worth the watch. I think you'll enjoy it. And this one played not far enough to get back to Volker. And the Cardinals had to hustle, and now in a little bit of trouble, just clear it away out of bounds on the far side.
Yeah, you're better off clearing it away and reset. But time is not the ally of Coon Rapids at this point.
Mosier moves it ahead, a little too far. Stopped up, turned around by Andover. Here's Figueroa on the run. Moves it to the middle for Lynch. His pass broken up. Pasker will recover for the Cardinals near midfield. Moves to Figueroa. Tried to tap it back for Alwanen. A little bad angle. Alwanen comes back to it though. Lynch with it on the far side. Leaves it there for Ethan Mosier. And now back for Lynch. Push to the corner. Bauer there first. And he will send it back out of bounds up the sideline.
Mark up, who's on 12? 12.
The Huskies certainly can take their time, Joe, with 6.5 minutes remaining, if they so choose.
Figueroa got up to get the header on that one this time. He's going to mark up against Roloff. This shot right in on goal, and relatively easy save that time. Figueroa leaving it off there for Pasker. Head for Lynch. Long run for Zandarowski down the left sideline. Tried to cross, didn't get a lot on it. It's deflected, broken up, and Andover clears back near midfield where Mosier awaits. Played to the corner. Mosier gets there and pushes it out of bounds on the far side away from Jacob Giles. Down to the final 5 with Andover leading 3-0. Throw in headed twice toward the net, but Volker able to stay with it.
No, not much on it.
No,
yeah,
no,
so
but
easily Volker able to grab it, but pressure in front of the net nonetheless.
Owanen with it. Near side, it skipped away from Wilkin. Cardinals able to stop it up again along the near sideline. Roll off, takes it away, and it's turned back to the Cardinal end.
Well, you have to be impressed with this this Husky club. They do a nice job of controlling the action. You can see why they haven't lost it. They're 5-0-1. They're efficient and again just keeping the ball out. They know time is certainly on their side with 3.5 minutes remaining and just.
Well, and they're just what has impressed me is how strong they've been defensively.
Yep.
Really denying Coon Rapids any space in the middle in the attacking end. They've allowed them to work to the outside a little bit. They've given up only a handful of shots, only 5 shots attempted, only 2 on goal in the game. Neither was a real dangerous opportunity. The best opportunity for the Cardinals was a redirect early in the second half that went just wide. But, their goalkeeper is, I wouldn't say been bored, but maybe a little bit lonely at times during this contest, and that's a good thing. Long boot down the far sideline, creates a foot race, and it's going to end up out of bounds in front of Mosier and Adler Nelson. Owanen ahead for Figueroa.
Well, at this point, much like the girls, Cardinals is trying to get on the board. Girls were able to score that 1 goal in the first game. So far, the Cardinals not able to put the ball in the back of the net. But you are correct, Joe. The defense for Andover playing exceptionally well here tonight.
Pasker from a long ways out, and that ends up wide, out of play. Another goal kick.
Yeah, again, no need to Andover. They're just gonna watch the clock tick away and get their 6th win of the year.
And for Coon Rapids, just their 2nd defeat. It will drop them to 3-2-1. This season, their 2 losses coming both in the conference. But breaks up their 4-game undefeated streak.
Now we talked about the loss of Galen Tomboy at the beginning of this match, and it's really going to affect the Cardinals throughout the rest of the season. Looking for some offensive identity, they really haven't seen any.
He's a pretty impressive player, which makes him pretty hard to replace.
Absolutely.
It's not like professional sports where you lose a player, you go out and pick one up, to an injury. High school sports, you lose one of your top guys.
You lose one of your top guys.
You lose one of your top guys, and you gotta ask others to step up their games quickly and really step in and fill those roles. And we'll see as the season goes on if the boys are able to do that.
Yeah, it'll be a test for them, no doubt. And now they've got some home games coming their way, and they hope that that can maybe cure a little bit for them, but as they continue on the season.
Yeah, 4 straight at their home stadium. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. We got football coming up live on Friday. Cardinals back home hosting the Champlin Park Rebels. We'll see the soccer teams in action again next Tuesday when they host the Anoka Tornadoes, and then see girls tennis on Thursday live at 3:45 against the Andover Huskies. But that is going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from Andover, it's the Huskies 3, the Cardinals 0. Want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying good night.